the spike, and they get the touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards have got it back to within a score. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead, and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 39, Dalton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Dalton now to pass. Finding Taysom Hill complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Working with a 2nd and 4. To throw here, Dalton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Throwing, Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. Well played defensively, nearly had the interception, but it's 2nd down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
On 2nd and 10, Dalton. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Here's Dalton to throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Going deep for Hopkins. And that nearly intercepted. With a free safety roaming into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's... Oh, he fakes a spike. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Oh, he fakes a spike. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back.
Oh, he fakes a spike. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Dalton, 1st and 10. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work. Cliff Kingsbury is saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Trying the left side with Kamara. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he returns this to the 22.
Come on now, let's do this.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray now on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And that is going to be pulled in. One-handed. Wow. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.